Now from the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, this is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Here's 1st and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. Here's the third-year man, Isaiah Pacheco. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now, this defense has no answers.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Off the bootleg, it's Mahomes. To the left side in the hands of Rice. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone. Inside the 20. Mahomes connects with Kelce for a big one. Pickup of 46 yards. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Once again, it's Pacheco. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the run? This guy does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
This opening drive has been a good one, but will it continue? Here's a test on third down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. To the goal line and in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, KC. It's his second touchdown of the year. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
So, 7-0 the score, and set now for the dynamic kickoff. To return is Ricky Pearsall. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Alert! Alert!
The NFL's leading rusher a season ago, Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Nice run there by McCaffrey, and the reigning offensive player of the year picks up right where he left off a season ago. Over 2,000 yards for scrimmage. Second time he's done that in his career. This is one of the most dynamic players, regardless of position, in the entire NFL.
Let's go!
They send him right out of the slot. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. He gains nothing.
Well, you on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go! Here we go!
Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. Third down, 3 to go.
Trap 60. Go!
Shotgun snap to Purdy. Open man, right side. He's got it. Call it a gain of 13. First down, 49ers.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
McCaffrey now on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Drew Tranquil up to make the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
They'll put Ayuk in motion. Third down. Purdy.
Let's go, guys.
Over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Drew Tranquil.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ball game. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes.
Ah!
The right side is interception. Picked off by Hufanga.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last two throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next two drives, come out here, establish the run, dose of ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They run once more with McCaffrey. And nowhere to go on that one. They lifted him up and threw him down behind the line.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
So, 1 quarter in the books in this rematch of Super Bowl 58. 7-0 is our score. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7?
70 range. Check go.
To throw, Purdy. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. A gain there of 11. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
So after that turnover on the opening drive, the last thing you'd want to do here, Mike, is go back on the field and just go 3 and out. So they pick up a 1st down. They're able to extend this possession. It's going to go a long way towards just settling everybody in that offensive huddle down and letting the rest of this game unfold.
And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
Hey!
Go with their fullback trying to get it. He slams it in there, and he is in.
What are you doing?
Kyle
Hey!
Touchdown,
What are you doing?
49ers.
And this is what good offenses
Houston,
in
what?
the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect.
Oh, Houston won.
What are you going to do?
I told them niggas he was going to win.
Too? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
We're all tied, 7 apiece.
That's our time.
And the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10.
I see you on it, nigga. But you ain't gonna be able to fuck.
They go play action with Mahomes.
Oh, come on, Mahomes. That nigga threw that bitch right to that nigga. Come on, Lord.
And the Niners will take over here just past the 30.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off
Let's shut this shit down.
That's exactly what this defender did.
Takes a chance. Come here. No deal. No deal. Nope.
Well,
they're trying to get the run
game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go.
He is shining.
You don't want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
No deal. Yes. Yeah.
Let's go now.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this will be a short pickup to about the 30. Drew Tranquil up to make the tackle. Third and long. Out of the gun. It's Purdy.
Got him. Oh, we're going to pick that. We're going to pick that. Yes, sir. Good. Let's go. Good. No harm, no foul.
That's going to lead to a 4th down. So the drive stalls out, and here's the Aussie, Mitch Wishnowski, to punt. No chance to turn upfield. He's forced out of bounds after a very short return.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you might take your ass to sleep. Where can you tell?
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. Here's 2nd and 2. A give here to Pacheco. And that's going to be a Chiefs 1st down. He has this one past the 35 to about the 37.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Two minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
A run up the middle with Pacheco. And he'll get about 5. Mahomes now on 2nd down. And that is incomplete.
And it
Travis
was.
Kelce, the intended target. 3rd down coming up.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
3rd and 5. Throwing is Mahomes. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Mahomes on first down. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he will score. Isaiah Pacheco.
Let's go, guys.
Down Kansas City.
And that was just a great drive. Really, from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This will be returned from the 6. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That's complete to Pearsall. The Niners use the first of their timeouts. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizing his ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. He'll let one go down the middle. It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamari Connor. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Yellow. Yellow.
First down throw, Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it'll be second down. Mahomes back. Over the middle, that's Kelsey. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
Yellow. Attack. Hey, 43, 10. Come back. Hey, rip left.
A first down throw for Mahomes. hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break. They need 8 as they come up for third down.
Yellow.
Now Mahomes. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Nick Bosa, the former All-Pro, in there for the sack. So we reach halftime, and the visitors, the Chiefs, out on top as we send you cross-country to the Sunshine State. That's where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All yours, Coach. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. First and 10.
Let's go.
They'll go play action with Purdy. He's good. The ball comes out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So possession does not change hands. A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover. Fortunate to see that one, Greg, get fumbled out of bounds.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. But they were able to take a little bit of an exhale as they saw that ball, fortunately for them, go out of bounds.
They face second down and 7. Back to throw. Purdy.
Let's go with it, guys.
For a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bolton. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick six, but he does set up the offense with first and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over.
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Chiefs. Here's Butker now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Chiefs will take a 21-7 lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Pearsall going to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Seven Pirates. Here we go. Set.
They'll put Ayuk in motion. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Justin Reed. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Hey, 57, 57, color, 57, right side.
They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. He'll take this down inside the 30. Renardo Green there to bring him down. Second and 7.
Yellow.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And third down coming up. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often. And it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down.
15, 15.
Now Mahomes. That's taken in. And he's going to have the Chiefs first down. That'll be a gain of 15 on fourth down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10. Sending a receiver right. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And he's inside the 10, pushing forward for a gain of 5 yards.
When they called that sweep, Mike, obviously they're thinking, let's pick up the first down. They didn't quite get to the chains, but I think they're going to be pretty happy with that game.
Play action here. Mahomes. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, KC. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. And Butker on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Chiefs will extend this third quarter lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Pearsall going to return it. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Here's first and 10.
Ready? Bronco leading.
They'll motion over Samuel. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And nothing doing on. So Kittle comes in motion. On second down, Purdy. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
But Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And a short gain there, down only to the 48. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
3rd down. Purdy. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
On 4th down, Purdy. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted.
Damn, keep running.
And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field.
God damn, what the fuck going on with my niggas getting? He fucking is getting hurt in this
The one thing that we used to say is it
every
didn't
time I
matter
play these bitches,
how
that
good
bitch
you
right
were
there, I always
or
get
how
hurt.
long you played. Eventually, you were just going to have one of those days, and I think for this quarterback, he's got to be able to move on from this pretty quickly because this is about as bad a day in the office as you can imagine.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Attack!
On play action, it's Mahomes. That is caught. What a throw. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs. That is 3 touchdowns in the game and 4 for the season. And that is touchdown number 1 in the National Football League career of a guy, Greg, taken high in the draft, hoping for moments like that.
When you get drafted in the 1st round, Mike, let alone as a wide receiver, the expectation in the NFL today is that you need to come in and be an immediate impact player. Plays like this continue to build that relationship with the quarterback, and I think this guy's got a real bright future.
Here's Saul, gonna return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
Damn,
1st
true.
and 10 for Purdy. He'll locate his tight end, George Kittle. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Yeah. True say he ain't hanging around. That's some whole shit right there, True.
He'll go play action. Purdy.
Blew that nigga. Who got him? Ooh.
Backs to the sideline. He's intercepted, but I don't think he was able to stay in bounds. And indeed, the officials concur. It is incomplete. Very nearly a turnover.
This is a pass that just needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. His guy was open.
My boy.
They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough, and ends up being...
Got him. Let's go. Trey Quill is shining out there, guys. Trey Quill, that good linebacker. Oh, he got him. Oh, let's go, Trey. Let's go.
Second half, and the defense continues to be item 1 in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike. And now to come up with a pick six here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown.
Don't go, True. Damn.
This taken in at the 8-yard
if I was losing, boy, you be on this motherfucking cap. You be on this cap.
Quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
Look this lose. You've been capping like a motherfucker.
They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
The Niners will use the first of their timeouts.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 50-yard line.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On play action, here's Purdy. And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books.
49ers 7.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll roll out here with Purdy. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense get a little lackadaisical.
Boy, that boy is wrecking shot being made.
Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
Here we go, set.
A play fake. Now it's Purdy. A short one there. Caught by Kittle. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
Really nice answer to the previous drive from this quarterback. You want to play at this league and you want to play for a long time, you better have a short-term memory because mistakes are going to happen. Really nice job here bouncing back, putting together a promise to come away with a touchdown of his own.
He pulls it in around the 5. And the 49ers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit. Let the fullback try to power it home. And he'll get about halfway there. That's a gain of 2, down to the 2.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal.
That big-ass nigga run down the line of scrimmage. That's a hell of a play. That big-ass nigga running. Click on that nigga running to the side. Nigga, no, he won't catch nobody. Who can't finish here, DB? Shit.
Chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Purdy and the 49ers will try to get 2 more. Back to throw. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Trent McDuffie.
That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Once again, it's Pacheco. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game. I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
That is caught by the tight end, Noah Gray. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Look, Mike, I don't want to imply that they drew this play up specifically because this is when the league is celebrating National Tight Ends Day. But you got to admit, it's kind of fun seeing him score on this day in particular and join his fellow tight ends who have also scored throughout the league.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Set go. Buffalo 18. Set go.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. This throw left side caught by Kittle. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. So Kittle comes in motion.
Oh!
Ayuk with it on the left
Oh!
side. Remember, he had
I thought I had that. That motherfucker's up. Boy, that nigga was on that nigga right there. Yeah.
Brandon Ayuk is able to move the chains, and I think he's someone, when you look back at last year, Mike, he took a huge step forward. Over 1,300 yards for the first time in his career. He just seems poised to have even a bigger year this time around.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Jalen Watson.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but it didn't gain any here, and now it's going to be third down. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down. Like living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Going to leave the offense out there for fourth and long. Here's Mahomes. He's got his tight end. It's Kelsey. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. Looks like movement over there on the left side, and the flag is down. Now it is first and goal. Here we go. One final play. And they are going to add 6 more here at the end. Stay tuned for the coach's handshake. It might not be the friendliest. That late touchdown extends the margin of victory here on the game's final play. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And it is their third consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.